Shout out to the people who watches for more than 3 minutes. Shout out to the attention span. Y'all know I'm foolish. Look at this. I think I heard this limb when it fell. Limb falling on my sweet potato. I can't have it. I can't have it. Then there's some grass growing in here. I can't have that either. Look at this. Man, when this stuff falls, it falls so hard, it just pierced the ground. But anyway, we had some storms yesterday. Let me see. What's I finna do? I'm sidetracked already. You see what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? Well, I'm talking about people's attention span, my attention span. See what I'm talking about? What herb worked for attention span? Somebody put that in the comment where I can work on acquiring me some. What am I see? Attention span. See, Chris, I've been around y'all too long. Y'all know y'all attention span the size of a net. Okay, y'all, I said I was gonna do this, set y'all on a tripod, which what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do a few of them. But I got this callaloo. It's getting so big and pretty. I got to get some of these out of here. So, see, kind of try to show y'all. So if you pick see, I got about 4 of them right there. See what I'm talking about? I need a third hand. I need a third hand. Let me see. Maybe I'll plant y'all right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna intersperse. Is that a word? Intersperse. What I'm trying to say is disperse in between. Intersperse. I'm gonna look that up. That might be a word. Sometimes I go down in there that old brain and dig up a word I done forgot was a word. And it stick with me. That's a piece of wood right there. But anyway, what I'm gonna do is come here. That hole is too deep a little bit. But what I'm gonna do is take this, and I know y'all gonna say, "Ooh," but that's in the shade of that green plant. Yeah, but this here green going to seed. Here in a minute, homeboy coming out. You see what I'm saying? So when he come out, it won't be in the shade no more. No well. See what I'm saying? That's what you have to think about that in your garden. When you do things, think about how you gonna do. Everything can't be by chance. See what I'm saying? And I know the lighting isn't fabulous because I am kind of planting these kind of in the shade like. But I don't have no just strict rule about where I'm gonna plant them. I just know they need to get planted. And I know some people, I hate to say this, but it's so much regurgitation on the internet. People regurgitating stuff they don't even bit more know what they're talking about. I heard somebody say, keep all your plants perfectly weed free around the bottom of the plant, cause the plant be competing with the weeds and all this. Let me tell y'all something. Don't repeat nothing nobody say until you have tried it. I maybe I've said this before, but I'm here to don't repeat that. On the surface, it may look like that, y'all, that's how plants work. On the surface, it very well may look like that. But I'm finna prove to you that that's a lie. And that's not really on a deep level how plants work. Let me show you. I'm just gonna go and show you. Cause y'all know I can show you. Because I think people, they go too far and they get too carried away. And they seem to think that vegetables are totally different than any other plant. Like vegetables in their own realm. Completely and totally different. First of all, look at this grass. This ain't our grass. Some of it's weeds. Y'all look over there on my neighbor's property. Can y'all see that jungle? Can y'all see all this? I'm going to go further. I'm going to go further to a spot where it's worse, where I can really show you. First of all, that's English ivy. Now, we're not going to count that because that, excuse me, see, that stuff make me cuss. That is highly invasive. When they say invasive, this here, left unchecked, don't ever let that crap get into your yard. But look at this. And I don't think the camera does it justice as to how thick this is. This is not all one plant. Some of this is poison ivy. Some of it's Virginia creeper. Some of it's English ivy. Look at that beautiful butterfly. Probably getting ready to lay some eggs on my stuff. You got to get away from him. You see where he is? Y'all see all that damage? That's the culprit. Laying them eggs. Honeysuckle. Just look at this jungle. Edible plants are the same way, y'all. You don't have to have that stuff perfectly weed-free at the base of your plants. I want you to go on damn permaculture food forest. Look at his stuff. Look how thick it is and how close it's planted and how volunteers and everything coming up and ain't nothing really suffering. If your soil can support the life, it will do it. This is why I tell you all, focus on your soil. Focus on your soil. Focus on your soil. Be composting. Be adding organic matter. Do not be raking them leaves up, putting them outside the road. Do not be throwing your grass clippings away. Twigs and stuff that fall in your yard. Compost that too. It take it a while, yeah, but compost, look here. All that would fail. If y'all think that ain't going somewhere where it's finna get broke down, you crazy. You see what I'm saying? Y'all, number one, quit passing on false information. I swear to God, I think that's what the internet, the worst part of the internet is the perpetuation of false information. Y'all excuse me while I move that. I'm going to keep planting and talking to y'all because I done got in a mode. If you have not tried that, do not believe that bull. Also, understand this. I keep trying to tell y'all, people will give you partial information. I don't know if they know they're giving you partial information. I'm going to plant them two together. I just want to see what they're going to do. You see what I'm saying? I will break gardening rules just to see what they are. You all will go on the internet and read that crap and take it like it's the gospel. And a lot of y'all don't know it's mistakes in the gospel. Ooh, did I just say that? And watch the Christians will get on in the comment section, act like they don't know what I'm talking about. That's because you don't know your history. If you knew your history, you'd know that Bible ain't the complete Bible. It's really not. And it's been edited and doctored several times over by people who may or may not have had good intention. Just saying. So, you know what I'm saying? That's my point of telling you. Be careful. Be careful. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna get enough. You're gonna get enough. Do not sit up and just believe stuff foolhardily, and do not repeat it. Get into the habit of repeating stuff that you have tried and know in your garden to be a fact. You know what I'm saying? People told me forever, oh yeah, it'll never be productive. Where you planting so close. I come out here and pick every day. I would love for somebody to tell me what in the hell they were talking about when I come out here and eat out of my garden every day, especially in the summertime. Every day. I'm not lying to you. Y'all know I come on here and video and I'm eating through half the video. So once again, be careful about what you perpetuate. Also be careful about because that's another thing. People who don't really know how the internet works. Be careful about the algorithm. The stuff you watch, the internet will keep on showing you that same stuff. Because the internet thinks that, oh, they like that. That's all they want to see, but you can get trapped. And you'll get trapped into that one little genre. Let me tell you something. When you see an article or a title or something, and in your spirit, you be like, ooh, that just goes there against everything in you. Read that and watch that. You feel what I'm saying? Read that and watch that. And be open-minded enough to not just sit there and be like, oh, they don't know what they talking about. That's a lie. Be open-minded enough and try to think outside the box and say, does that make any sense? Does even one thing they said made sense? Because I got news for you. Even in the craziest stuff that's out there, you can find one something that made just a little sense. You can learn something out of the stupidest. Like the stupidest people have something that they can teach you. Something. Even if it's to learn to not be as stupid as they are. That might be the lesson. You never know. But I'm just saying, you all be open-minded. Now, I'm not saying be open-minded to be a dummy. Because, see, I'm going to be real. Some people you have no business listening to on the internet. Some people are hustlers. And they're constantly trying to get over. They hate themselves. They hate their community. They hate their culture. And they're exploiting people. Because I'm going to be honest. Easily influence people. Now, see, you can be open-minded so to the point where it's too far. And you so open-minded until it's easy for people to exploit you. Be very careful. Because I have told people time and time again, that's what happened to those Trump supporters. When you're that ignorant and that stupid, you're easily influenced by stupidity, by stuff that makes no sense. People get on here and tell blatant ass lies, and you're so stupid you don't even know it's a lie. So, what I'm saying is, it's a double-edged sword and it's a fine line. Be open-minded to the point. There's a level of open-mindedness that falls under intelligence. And then there's a level of just you so far until you've crossed over into the land of stupidity. Let's not cross into the land of stupidity. Let's stay away from that. Okay, people? Let's do our best to stay away from that. But let's try to be open-minded enough to understand that it ain't one way to do something. And all of this gardening wisdom. Because let me say this right quick. Black people was the first people. And you can say what you want because we was the first people on earth. I don't give a damn who you are. If you don't understand that history, that's your problem, not mine. Black people were the first people on earth. How you think they fed themselves? By chance? No. They learned quickly. Oh, I can eat this. I can't eat that. Okay, well, if this is edible, let me see how to cultivate this and how to grow it. Then once you figure, you see what I'm saying? I keep telling y'all over and over and over, we're the first earth keepers. We're the first agriculture scientists. We are the first people to breed plants. We're the first to do all that. So let me tell you this. A lot of these agricultural stuff they're doing now, this stuff is, let me tell you something. They went over there and picked us up and got us and brought us here. And said to themselves, now where's my trowel? Because I need my trowel. They come to Africa and seen us already flourishing. I don't give a damn what you think we wasn't flourishing. We were flourishing. Now, was we having squabbles with each other? Of course, but you know, that's how black folk do. We've been arguing since the dawn of time. We still argue. Yeah, we'll argue over a domino game. That's just the way we is. You just have to learn how to appreciate that in your culture. But they went over there and saw us flourishing. They said, oh, shit, they know how to grow stuff. And I have you to know, I don't think, we didn't have gardens. We had massive farms growing stuff. If you think you can feed black folk, y'all know how we eat. We'll tear some shit down. Y'all know. We was growing. They seen that and said, oh, hey, we trying to build a new land. And shoot, we done already proved. We done sent some people over there and they just about died to death. They just about starved to death. And these Native Americans, we don't think we're going to be able to get them to work for free. So let's just exploit these people. You feel what I'm saying? They already know how to grow something. But then when we got over there, unfortunately, we taught them how to grow. And this is that and the other. But unfortunately, look at this, y'all. Grub, bird food, throw you out. Anyway, unfortunately, we taught them how to grow stuff. But they decided they wanted to grow some of the most destructive crops. Cotton is one of the most destructive crops. I mean, they were growing this stuff so in the name of money, they tore up all the soil in the South. Like the South was absolutely just about barren. And watch this. We turn around and fix it for them. We turn around and teach them about crops that we have been growing for eons, that we knew repaired the soil. Let me tell you something. There wasn't no peanuts over here till we got here. We brought them here because we wanted to bring a piece of home. But see, they didn't understand that the peanuts was going to be what was going to replenish the soil back after you done planted cotton so to the point and you don't care. I promise you, it never fails. Europeans, for the most part, especially back in that time, they come wherever they was. They kill up everything. They don't have no respect for nothing. They tore up everything in Europe halfway and said, let's go somewhere else and tear that up. This is where, and I just look and say, okay. And we have sense enough. We don't have sense enough to realize that our agriculture methods were much better. The way we were growing, they were growing in the tropics. Y'all tell me where they clear all the ground. Now, see, I hate to see it now. When I see them growing in Africa now, it bothers me. Because a lot of the commercial operations look just like the operations over here. They're not growing how they were growing ancestrally. Ancestrally, they were not clearing the ground of every little weed and every little... That's not the way you grew. You grew very much in a sustainable way. In a permaculture type way. People think permaculture is new. It's not. It's old. It's old as the sun. But once again, when you don't know your history, you're bound to repeat it. You feel me? In the Nile River Valley, they were not growing. I'm not talking 100 years ago. I'm talking thousands of years ago. We're talking about antiquity. We're not talking about, because in America, 100 years old is old. Whereas that's because our country is so young. This country is a baby compared to most other countries. We're talking about thousands of years ago when they're growing. You think the Egyptians was feeding themselves just barely? You think that they had small little operations? No, indeed, they did not. They were massive. The reason why you see the pyramids is because that's what's left. Everything else was torn up and destroyed by invaders. And they tried to destroy the pyramids and shoot the faces off the sphinxes. So, don't trip, y'all. Just because you don't see it in modern time don't mean it didn't exist. And I'm going to be real. Give credit to the Native Americans. Because they agriculture pencils. Let me see, the universe will bring it to me every time. This method here, this is Native Americans. Now, this method may have existed in Africa, not quite sure. But there's historical proof that the three sisters, and I know this is only two sisters, I think I'm going to plant me. But this corn ain't going to get that tall. I may not do beans. But the three sisters gardening method is a Native American method. They didn't pluck everything out from around the base of them plants. They let the squashes grow at the base and smother some of it out. But if you think Native Americans spent their day weed eating and all that when they had so much more to do, they had children to raise, wars to fight, because tribes fought each other. And, they try to make like black folks only people fighting. Hell, Native Americans were fighting too. They fight each other. We have a little squabble over this or that. But nobody was doing all that. So my purpose in saying all this is, be careful what you listen to. And at the end of the day, you can go out here and get ideas and tips. And, just like when I say something, you don't have to believe everything I'm saying. Double check me. I'm not crazy. I'll tell you like in a minute. I don't open my mouth unless I know what I'm talking about. If I don't know what I'm talking about, you can ask anybody that know me. I'll be the first person to tell you I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm the first person to tell you I don't know. I'm not finna sit up here and lie to you and make up something. Some people just make up something so they can feel important. Like, let me hurry up and have the answer because I want to be the one that had the answer. I ain't like that. I don't have to have the answer. Sometimes I don't want to have the answer. Sometimes I just want to just be. But these people kill me. Oh, wait a minute. I was supposed to plant you. Dig you in. But yeah, y'all be careful with all this, because these people will tell you anything and tell you bits and pieces of information, and they're not even telling you the full information, and then y'all just believe this, and then you don't even go do no research on your own. I hate to say it, y'all. Once you get your high school diploma, you are supposed to keep learning. You know what I'm saying? I keep telling y'all, God intended you to use your head for more than a hat rack. My grandmother and mother used to say that all the time. Your head is intended to be used for more than a hat rack, and I hope you with children who are teaching your children that. Don't take it just because somebody older than you don't listen. They may not know what the hell they talking about. You know how many old fools I done interacted with? And I just look over them. They're not bad people. They just foolish. That's all. And then I think a lot of times people get caught up because the fools are very entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Foolish people are very entertaining. They will make you laugh. They will make you laugh, and sometimes you get caught up in the kiki. You get caught up in the kiki. And then, here it is. Oh, well, so-and-so said. You got caught up in the kiki and you forgot to research. So, you know what I'm saying? Be careful. Be careful. Because, like I said, there's people out here to exploit you in more than one way. They'll exploit you monetarily. They will exploit you emotionally. Sometimes physically, if you know these people in real life. You know what I'm saying? So, don't be the one to get used. I don't want my little people out here, I love y'all, but I can only love y'all to a point. You got to love yourself enough to know when to do better. Because I just look out here and I said, Lord, my people, y'all got to do better. It's too much. And I'm going to say this, and I know somebody's going to get angry. There are different levels of intelligence in different areas. What do I mean by that? Some people are more intelligent than others in certain areas. For instance, I'm a whiz at math and science, reading. It's not very much I can't do, but like I said, both of my parents were fairly smart. The thing is, my mother used her intelligence for good, and my father often used his intelligence to get over, to be quite frank with you. You know what I'm saying? So, there's not much that I don't get or pick up on fairly quickly. It doesn't take me long. You know what I'm saying? And, so, what am I saying when I say that? If you are not one of those individuals that picks up on stuff real quick, it's not a diss on you. What you need to do is realize that about yourself. And then once you realize that about yourself, use it as a stepping stone. Because the best thing you can ever do for you is to know you. And to know what type of person you are. What you're good at and what you're not good at. Because I'm going to tell you like this. Now, am I saying that you can't get good at things? Hell no. Because anybody can get good at whatever they want to get good at. It just depends. You know what I'm saying? Bank robbers don't get good at bank robbing. Like, for instance, y'all think Bonnie and Clyde got good at bank robbing at the first bank? No. They got lucky a few times that they didn't get caught. They were about to get caught. But every time they learned, they got better and better and better. Now, I will admit, I think at the end they got cocky. And that Texas Ranger was after their ass. But that's neither here nor there. In order to get better at something, you have to work at it. You can get better at anything, but sometimes it's not worth your time to get better at that. At the expense of using that time to get better at something that could benefit you more. You feel me? For instance, I could get better at making Hollywood movies. I doubt I will. It's not something I'm passionate about. It's not something, you see what I'm saying? It's not worth my time. I wasn't good at certain things in the garden, but it behooved me to get better at them because I eat this stuff, y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is my food. So, you see what I'm saying? It's worth my time. I think sometimes people waste time on stuff they ought not be wasting time on. You know what I mean? So, mind your time, bide your time, use it wisely. Get better at things that it would actually benefit you to get better at. And do that. Understand that you can do anything that you put your mind to. But also understand who you are. Be able to say, okay, I'm not good in this realm. I know I'm not good in this realm. Let me seek out somebody who is. And they can help me at least help me understand better. You know what I'm saying? So, we'll be at 25 minutes. I've been planting callaloo all this time and talking. I don't know how many plants I done got planted, but I done made a dent. But I'm going to end this here. This long enough, so I just feel like throwing that little message in there. Y'all be encouraged. Don't be fooled. Don't fall for the okie doke. Stay strong. Be empowered. Everybody has a level of intelligence. I think the thing is for you to work to increase your level of intelligence, wherever that may be. Because like I said, certain stuff I simply cannot do and have no desire to do. But that doesn't make me a bad person. It's just I know who I am, and I know, and I still learn about myself. I always be open to learning about yourself. That's another thing. So for those that made it to the end of the video, y'all leave in the comment section, what in the world? I don't know if this is a bug. No, I don't think it is. I don't know what that is. Anyway, for those that made it to the end of the video, y'all leave in the comment section, what's this she dragging? Look at me. I can't even think of what you. Let me see. I'm gonna put something about. Put hashtag learning. Put that in the comment section. Hashtag learning. Put that in the comment section if you make it to the end of the video. All right. Till next time. See you guys later.